Hi guys, welcome back to Moonchild Talks. I am Ree. Can I tell you something I've been thinking about lately? I don't think we're actually afraid of not having life figured out. I think we're afraid of being the only ones who don't. Because everywhere we look, someone seems to have a plan. Someone just got their dream job, someone is moving to a new city, someone is getting married, someone has started a business, and then there's us, wondering if we're making the right decision, changing our minds every other week, and pretending we're okay with not knowing what's next. So, today, I want to have an honest conversation. Not about success, not about productivity, just about the quiet pressure of feeling like you should have your entire life figured out by now. Who told us we were running out of time? Like, I remember when we were kids, people would ask us, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Back then, it felt exciting. We could say doctor one day, artist the next, and no one questioned. But somewhere along the way, the question changed. What are you doing with your life? What's your plan? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And suddenly, it felt like we were expected to have every answer. If fine, and closed it, questioning your entire life. It happens. They are in. You're comparing your chapter 3 to someone's chapter 15. You're comparing your questions to someone else's answers. And that's never going to be fair. The truth no one likes to admit. I think one of the biggest secrets of our adulthood is this: nobody knows what they're doing. Like, some people are just better at looking confident, some are figuring it out quietly, some are changing careers, some are rebuilding relationships, some are starting over, some are chasing dreams they were too afraid to admit they wanted. Life isn't as linear as we were taught. It's messy, unexpected, beautiful, and sometimes the detours become the destination. What if you're exactly where you need to be? What if this season isn't about having all the answers? What if it's about asking better questions? Instead of asking, "Why am I behind?" What if you asked, "What am I learning right now?" Instead of, "Why don't I have everything figured out?" Ask, "Who am I becoming through this uncertainty?" Sometimes we become so focused on reaching the destination that we forget the journey is changing us. A personal reminder, if you're listening to this while feeling lost, I hope you know that being unsure doesn't mean you're failing. Changing your mind doesn't mean you're weak. Starting over doesn't erase your progress. It takes courage to admit that something no longer fits the life you're trying to build. And sometimes choosing a different path is the bravest decision you'll ever make. Before we go, I want you to stop carrying the weight of imaginary deadlines. There is no universal timeline. There is only your timeline, your pace, your story. And your story doesn't have to look like anyone else's to be meaningful. Maybe one day you'll look back at the season where you felt lost, confused, and uncertain, and realize it wasn't the chapter where you fell behind, it was the chapter where you found yourself. So, if no one has told you this recently, let me be the one to say it. You don't have to have your whole life figured out. You only need enough courage to take the next step. The answers will come. Not all at once, but one experience, one mistake, one lesson, and one day at a time. Thank you for spending this moment with me. If this conversation made you feel a less alone, share it with someone who needs to hear this. This is Moonchild Talks. I'm Ray. Until next time, keep growing, keep trusting yourself, and remember, you're not behind, you're simply becoming. Good night.